This is your beloved Minister Austin Smith with ZMR Radio on the Wake Up Call. Wake up. Wake up. It's high time.
All right, we do always rise, giving all the kabod and the kabod to the Most High Yah through His being Yahusha HaMashiach. Truly thankful and honored to be back in the flesh one more time, especially to be before you all to bring forth the Dabarine. Before I get started, though, I'd like to bring up Ike Kevin. I want him to say some words to the people. Come on up here, Ike Kev. Say something to the people. Y'all give him a hand clap. For those who don't know, Ike Kevin, now I want you to say something to the people. He did a great work, and not just a work that benefits me, but it benefits those that hear the word. So even the space that you see right now that's given before us through ZMR Radio, that's still Ike Kevin. He stood in a gap to bridge the gap. Because realistically, for a lot of people that's on the outside, when live stream was cut off and people couldn't hear, what did you have? You had nothing. So had it not been for the fact that he touched the man live to be able to say, let me put this out, not just to benefit the Sharath, but also to benefit the people, you would have been starving. Last time we read it, we talked about Barashit chapter 41. Who did he put over it? He put Joseph over it. So in essence, he's standing in the stead. That man created an avenue so that way these people can be able to eat. So without what he had done, in essence, you would still be starving. So go ahead and say something to the people.
I'm just happy to be here. It ain't about me though, but I appreciate it. I definitely appreciate it. But yeah, I got a great team. You know, Chanel, Val, Jahi, Brittany, Tim, help, you know, beloved, Rashida, Ian, Princess. Yeah, you know the team. You know, Daniel,
Everybody.
you know, Lee, Chris, appreciate y'all. But no, it truly, I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
I definitely appreciate it. I'm trying to not cry, but yeah.
I appreciate him.
Yeah.
I do. No, don't cut it out. Don't cut it out. I sincerely appreciate it. I know Kev actually just told me before the time, he said to try to keep it down to that 30 minutes, but not gonna lie to you, it's not gonna happen. Not at all, because I just appreciate Yahuah, how he allowed things to move, and how he allowed things to happen. I was talking to Jahi the other day, and I was talking to Jahi the other day. I'll take it this time.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it.
All right.
I was talking to Jahi the other day, and I was telling him, I was like, I appreciate the work. I appreciate the work that he does. A lot of times, you see the man that come forward to bring forth the word, but it's a lot of pieces that come forth to be able to allow that to happen. One, all kabod go to Yahuah, because first and foremost, he's got to be able to give the man the word. But there's a lot of pieces that go forth to allow people to be able to get the edification from it. The preacher can preach the word, but unless he got a reader to read it, what am I pull from to be able to give you something? And then the people that's on the outside, we got camera people that work and operate the cameras, we got people that operate the mics. So without any one of those pieces being in place, where would you be? And I appreciate Jahi for the fact of his response. A lot of times, you thank people for stuff, but I don't think people really realize the magnitude of what Yahuah has allowed them to do. I don't think people really look at the benefit that you are to the work. You know what I mean? Like, no man is nothing to himself. Not only did he not just give me or any of the preachers a gift for themselves, but he gave it for the people. And then you look at the gift and the ability that he gave to the people that surround him to be able to allow the work to be able to get out. That's a baraka. Just like when Pharaoh kept asking Joseph to interpret the dream, he was like, no, that came from Yahuah. The gift that we have all been given to be able to bring forth the message to the people, that comes from Yahuah. You know what kind of special people that we got to be for Yahuah to touch the lives of so many people to say, I want you to do this. I want you to operate that camera. I want you to operate that mic. I want you to create that avenue for you, for the people. Also, that way you can get the word. That's a baraka and an honor. But nonetheless, I don't want to start crying again. Go ahead and give me that Romans chapter 15 and 4. Yeah, well, we probably will be before you long. Listen to the book.
For whatever Nikatab before,
For whatever was Nikatab before,
Nikatab Talamadas,
written to do what, Deuce? Show us how to be like Yahuah and Yahushua. Come on.
so that through endurance
Going through without quitting.
and through the Nakumath of the Ketubim,
Of the writings.
we might have Tikva.
We might have tikva. We might have a cord. We have an opportunity. We have a hope And just having an opportunity is nothing if I don't feel like I can walk up to it. Just having an opportunity, you know what, realistically, if I have an opportunity but I don't feel like I can fulfill what it is that I'm having an opportunity, then if anything else, it's more of a hurt to me than anything. But you look at it like this, well, we have all been given by the fact that we have life, we've all been given an opportunity. But if not for the word to be able to prepare us for that opportunity, it's no good to me. If anything, I'm going to run from the opportunity because what? Because I can't fulfill what it is that I have the opportunity to do. So through the word, he's given us what? He's given us an opportunity and ability. He's given us that through the knowledge, through the information. Just like what the kids, I don't know if the mic picked them up, but they were talking about the thing that were written aforetime was written to show us how to be like Yahuah and Yahusha. So now I look at how perfect and how tamim this man was, all the things that this man fulfilled. And to me, being an imperfect man, I look at it and I say, what? I can't never do that. But through the word, he's given me an ability. So now I can use the things that I have to be able to fulfill that opportunity. So now that opportunity is not something where I got to run and hide, but I can walk boldly before it. I preached about it a while back. I think that's the 4th chapter of the book of Abarim. Talk about let us therefore go boldly before the throne. So the thing is I can only do that based off of what? Going before the throne is an opportunity. Mm-hmm. So now, how do I get that confidence to be able to go through them? Based off of the word, based off of me living based on the word. So without the opportunity and without the word, not only am I not going to come, but there's going to be no boldness behind it. Mm-hmm. But what we have now is we have an ability. Matter of fact, get me Abarim chapter 2 and 11. Because what we have with the word is it's giving us a chance to be just like him. It's giving us a chance to say, hey, I see a written example of what it is that I need to do. And then the benefit even beyond that is not just the things that we have that are written, but the fact that we have people who lived before us, all still based off of the writers, but we have the ability to be able to see how the writers touch the men that come before us. Mm-hmm. Come on, give me that Abarim 2 and 11. Listen to the book.
For both he who Kadash and those who are Kadash are all of them of one.
So both he that makes Kadash and those that are Kadash are all of what? Are all of one. So that's just like the things that were written aforetime were written to show us how to be like who? To be like Yahuah and Yahushua. So now we can be just like the one who makes Kadash. And now we'll all be of what, Lee?
All of them of one.
We can all be of one. Because the thing is, even if you look at it, it told you about not to Abraham and to his seed were the promises made. Not unto seeds as of many, but as to what?
One.
But unto one. Unto one. So everything was all written to be unto one. So how do I take possession of something that was only given to one? I got to be joined to him. I got to become just like him. That's just like this right here. Let's say my dad left me an inheritance, right? He left me a big inheritance. How can my wife take possession of that inheritance? Because was it given to her?
No.
Who was it given it to?
You.
It was given to me. So how did she become a possessor of what was given to me?
Joined to you.
She got to be joined to me. So the thing is the only way for us to take on the benefits of those who came before, the benefits of those who accomplished certain things, is to be joined with them. And the way for us to be joined with them is for us to do what? It's to become just like them. Come on. Get me the 12th chapter of the book of Mark, about verse 27. I'm hot tonight. I'm not gonna lie to you. You know what the thing is? Last time when I preached and I talked about how that famine coming upon us and having to make sure that we store up against that famine.
Yes,
ironically, what happened after that? I got sick. I got sick and I wasn't here. So now, in essence, for other people, outside of the clips that we post, there was no message that they would have been given. But even though I was out, fortunately, I was still able to cut up the clips so that we were able to still get the people something. But in essence, they were never getting the full message because no full message was given to them because there was a famine that came upon them. So the thing is that's what we don't realize a lot of times. We look at things and we feel we out of that routine, we start to get comfortable. We start to get lax in the fact of, okay, I know I'm going to get this. I know I'm going to get that. So I know routinely these things will happen. But the thing is, what that you don't realize is you have no guarantee of that. Even let's go a step further. Let's look at this. Guess what? Our membership roll count was higher when I preached that message. Well, it's lower now. So guess where those people are at? They just in that, they in that point of famine. So now, what is it that they were going to be given? Nothing. You in that same exact point that we just spoke about. You in that same exact situation where you got to look at it and say, do I have enough? No, You don't have enough. I'm going to tell you why you know you don't have enough, because that's why you're in the position you're in right now. So now, guess what it would naturally make you do? It'll naturally make you want to come back, and you'll give a greater appreciation to that what you did, that you took for granted before. That's just like when they talked about, they said by the rivers of Babylon, there we did what?
Hang out hard.
When they did what? When they remember Zion. So the thing is, would it make sense that I would be remembering the place that I'm at? No. So the fact that the reason why I'm sad, the reason why I'm hanging my harps, and I have all this softness about me is because what? It's because I'm longing for the thing that I once had. So the thing is the reason why we don't take into value the messages that we've been given is because we have them. But guess what's going to happen? The famine going to come and it's going to go away. So now when the time comes when you don't have this ability to keep coming before him, where you going to be at? You're going to be sad. You're going to be hanging your harps. Come on, go ahead and give me that. Go ahead and give me that 12th chapter of the book of Mark. Listen to the book.
Elohim is not the all of the Mut, but the all of the Kai. Therefore you then go greatly astray.
So the thing is, we'll try to take our time a little bit, Yahuah. He told you that Elohim was not the Elohim of who?
Of the Mut,
So he told you he's not the master of the Mut, but of who?
of the Kai.
Of those who are living. So the thing is just like we talked about before about how the writings were given to teach us how to be just like him. So the thing is if he's not the Elohim of the Mut, then what do we have to be for him to be ours? We got to be living. Now, how do we take on life? Through the word. So if I don't have the word, if I'm not living according to the word, guess what my situation is? Guess what my circumstance is? I'm dead, but guess what you have the opportunity to do now? Take on words of life. Come on.
Therefore you then go greatly astray. One of the scribes saw them arguing and drew near to them. He saw that he had answered them well, and he asked them, what is the first of all the commandments?
He said, what's the first of all the commandments?
Yahusha answered him, the first of all the commandments is, Shama O Yasharal, Yahuah our all, Yahuah is one.
He told you to hear. The Elohim that we have is one. And what else he told him?
And you shall ahaba Yahuah your all with all your lab and with all your nefash.
He told you that you should have an ahaba for him, a deep affection, a longing for him. You know what? You know what it'll make you, you know what, if I love him enough, you know what I want to do? I want to be with him all the time. And so much so, not only do I just love him, but I also have an admiration for him. So it's not even enough for me to just be with you. You know what else I want to be? I want to be just like you. Come on. You know, even a natural son, when he has a certain love and affection for his father, you know what he'll start to do? He'll start to mimic, imitate, and demonstrate the same thing that the father done, because I love you so much that I feel like, man, that's what I want to be. So the thing is what we have when we hear the word is we give an opportunity to be able to see just what the Father is. Not only just what the Father is, but also what Yahusha was. And now, not only should we have a heart for him, but we should have an admiration for him that'll make us want to do what? I want to be just like you, Daddy. Come on.
And with all your da'ath and with all your strength.
Now he's telling us it's not enough just to say you love me. How much he wants to love him?
With all your da'ath and with all your strength.
With all your mind and all your strength. So now that gives me the ability to say, I can't hold back from you. I want to fully and totally commit myself to you. You know what the Muslims will say to each other? You know what their religion's called? Islam. And Islam is supposed to mean total submission. So now I'm not preaching and advocating the religion of Islam, but I'm telling you, if you're going to be saved, you know what you're going to have to do? You're going to have total submission to Yahuah, because he don't just want part of you. But a lot of times what we look at is that we become partial lovers of him. We begin to say, well, I'm going to come and I'm going to give you me on the Shabbat. I'm going to come and I'm going to give you me when I come in on that Wednesday. But then what happens when I go out and I leave the service? I go back to the other things. I go back and give my love to other things that can't profit me. I go back and give my love to other things that are not tamim. I say that you tamim, but yeah, you tamim, but I only want to come to you. I only want to give myself to you just when we have a service. But when we go back out, I go out and I do other things. So how can I be perfect? How can I surmount all the things that try to come upon me? How can I achieve the perfection that you have given me the ability to do through the word? It can't happen. Not only can it not happen, it's not going to happen. It won't happen. Matter of fact, we'll take a little bit of a change. Lee, get me Beth Shalmoah chapter 5 and verse 1. Kev, you believe I have you? I have you. But it will not happen. It will not happen. I think, you know, I truly think the Most High. Preacher used to say a lot of times, he said 2 times a preacher want to preach. When a preacher preaches, when a preacher don't preach. And I tell you what, the thing is what I get from being able to see my father, and you know what, and I appreciate the Most High because truly I get a chance to be able to see what it is that I should be giving him based off of saying my father. Now, Yahuah, I've been given a father who lives a certain style of life. And the thing is through the life that he lives, it gives me an encouragement to know that I can do the same thing. So that now I don't just have to read a book, but I can look at a natural man and say, okay, I can pattern this because you give me something that I can see. There was a time, I told them about the story one time before when I had in the song, October 18th, happiest day of my life, just had my first child, but I almost lost my wife. That was a real situation that genuinely happened. Everything I said, I truly said it in real life. And so the thing is I had in my mind, I said, I'm not going to cry. I said, I'm going to stand through it. I said, no matter how it go, I said, I'm not going to cry. I said, so if he take her, I said, I know I still got to stand because he's still good. So even as it happened, I'm standing there. I gave it to the man who had full control. The thing is, you know, the doctor, they try to comfort you. You can keep it. I don't need that. Because the thing is, I know the ability that you have all came from who? Just like we talked about it earlier, talk about the ability that we have. He's given us the opportunity to be able to give life to these other people. The same thing happens with the doctor. The doctor feel like they have an ability, but guess who the true ability come from? I know the one that's got all power. I know the one that's got full and total control. So when I have situations that happen to me, I know who I need to look to. I know who my help comes from. That's why he told you, I look to the hills from whence come my help. I didn't look to no doctor. I look to the Most High Yah because I know that regardless of how it go, whether it go good in my eyes or whether it go bad in my eyes, I know who had full control. I know that even if he take me down, it's got to be for a purpose. I know that even if you see fit to have me to suffer, it's got to be for a reason. When I had to sit at home and I had to watch that live streaming, and preacher said, he said, I know you want to be here. He said, I know you want to be here. He said, but Yahuah got a reason for everything. Now, that Wednesday, believe it or not, I told him those exact same words. I said, I could pull off a healing, but I said, but there's a reason why Yahuah got it. Now, I said that on that Wednesday, but came that weekend, where was I? I was at home, and I had to sit there and I had to consider that though I wanted to be here with the Adah, though I wanted to be here to be able to bring forth the word, Yahuah got a reason for it. And I had to put my full and total confidence in the same man that saw fit to have me sick was the same one that can raise me back up. I had to realize the same one that put me in this situation was the only one that could deliver me. It wasn't nobody else I looked to. It wasn't nobody else I even tried to consider. As I sat home that Shabbat day, you know what I asked him? I said, yeah, if you will. I said, the thing is, I'm not a guy that like to pull off for him to deliver me from situations because I look at it's a reason for it. But I asked him, I really did. I said, yeah, if you will. I said, heal me for it. Heal me from it. I said, for the work's sake. I said, let me be able to go before your arm and do the work. And I did not want to say this at all whatsoever. But I told him, I said, nevertheless, not my will, but your will. I want you to remove it from me so I can be able to bring forth the word to your people. But if you see fit that I stay in that situation, let your will be done. Because I know it's got to be a purpose to it. Now, I guarantee you, and I assure you that when I came out of it, you know what I said? That man put fuel on my fire. I assure you that the heat I got right now is way hotter than the heat I had before. If you thought I was a man on fire now, you ought to see me now. You ought to see the man that's been built by the stuff that didn't happen to me. You know what they tell you about a broken bone? A broken bone, once it's healed, they'll tell you it's stronger than the bone that was whole before. I'm going to tell you something. The man done broke me. But you know what I am right now, Lee? Strong. I'm stronger than I was before. If you thought I was a bad man before, you ought to see me now. When situations and circumstances happen against you, it ought to be making you stronger. You ain't got no business being weaker. When he see fit to heal you from your situation, your circumstance, and you'll go back and fall again, I'll be a fool to let the same thing take me down. I'll be a fool to slip and fall to the same situations. Be lusted again. I done lusted and a man done saw fit to spare me, and I'm going to go out and do it again? I'll be a fool. What the purpose of this man healing you and saving you and redeeming you for you to go back out and filter yourself up again? Yep. You are dummy and a fool.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Go ahead. What I had you reading?
Beth Shemayah 5:1.
Beth Shemayah chapter 5 and verse 1. Listen to the book.
Then all the matah of Yasharal.
Then who?
All the matah.
Every one of them.
Of Yasharal.
Come on.
Came to Daud at Hebron.
That's right.
And spoke, saying, behold, we are your bone and your basar.
That's right.
Also yesterday in the third yom, when Shaul was malak over us, you were the one who led out and brought in Yasharal. Mm-hmm. And Yahuah said to you, You shall ra'ah my arm, Yasharal,
He said, you're going to lead my arm, Yasharal. Come on.
and you shall be a ruler over Yasharal. So all the Zakanim of Yasharal came to the Malak at Hebron, and Malak Daud made a berit with them before Yahuah at Hebron. Then they Mashiach Daud Malak over Yasharal.
Then he became the anointed one.
Daud was 30 shanim old when he became Malak, and he reigned 40 shanim. At Hebron, he reigned over Yehuda 7 shanim.
Matter of fact, how old was he?
At Hebron,
He was 30 years old.
oh yeah, sure.
He was 30 years old. Come on.
At Hebron, he reigned over Yehuda 7 shanim and 6 yared.
That won't seem important to you. We won't have time, but y'all, when I show you why it all makes sense later on down the line. Come on.
And in Jerusalem, he reigned 33 shanim over all Yasharal and Yehuda. Now the Malak and his Anashim went to Jerusalem against the Jebusites, the inhabitants of the Arats. And they said to Daud, saying, you shall not come in here, but the blind and lame shall turn you away, saying, Daud cannot enter here. And Daud captured the stronghold of Saun, that is the of Daud.
What verse you at?
That was verse 7.
Just now, give me verse 10.
Yes, sir. Daud went on, going Gadal, and Yahuah, the all of Sabaoth, was with them. Then Hiram, Malak of Sur, Shalak Malakim to Daud with cedar ox and artificers of wood and artificers of a bun of sidewall, and they built a bed for Daud.
Jump down and give me verse 15.
Yes, sir. Yebkar, Alashua.
It might be all of Shamuel that I want.
Okay.
All of Shamuel chapter 5 on we'll make it 5 and 5.
Yes, sir.
If I had it written up, would have been all right. Would have been all right. But I tell you what, even with that, a lot of times, even stuff, there's times where I might have in my mind, I said, we're going to go this way. And you know what he'll do? He'll cause it to change, and he'll cause it to shift. And the thing is that's when it comes down to be able to really be led by the Most High. When he really allows you to be able to say, okay, this is how I want the people to move. You might have it. You might think this is how I want it to go, but I'm going to show you how I want it to go. Even the last time when I preached, that's not where I wanted to go, but that's where he saw fit for us to go. So which way we should have went? Let's see. Did it go the way that I thought it was going to go, or did it go the way he allowed us to move? The way he allowed us to move. And then what happened? The same thing that he saw fit to allow me to speak is the same thing that we ended up being able to see naturally before our eyes. Yep. So the thing is if the man had not moved by the way Yahuah had saw fit to move, who would have got the message? Who would have been able to understand and see just how it all worked? And the thing is the people that's on the outside, guess how I can help them? It can't. But you know what it does for us? The people that still have that opportunity, just like we talked about, they have that hope and have that opportunity to accomplish that hope. If I have the information, but I don't have the opportunity, then guess what I am? I'm hopeless. But if I have the opportunity and I have the information that I can use in that opportunity, guess what I got? I got a hope, I got a chance, and I got a hope. I got a reason. I got a reason to serve this man. I got a reason to look to this man. Come on, give me that all of Shamuel chapter 5 and 1. Listen to the book.
5 and 1?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now the Philistines took the Aran.
That's what I want. Come on.
The Philistines took the Aran of Elohim.
What they took?
The Aran of Elohim.
They took the Aran of Elohim. They took the ark. They took the ark of Elohim, the ark of the covenant. Come on.
And brought it from Ebenezer to Ashdod. Then the Philistines took the Aran of Elohim and brought it to the Beth of Dagon.
Matter of fact, read that verse 1 again. Let me show you something else while we're there.
Now the Philistines took the Aran of Elohim and brought it from Ebenezer to Ashdod.
So let me ask you this. The thing is guess what we had? Guess what we believe? Do we believe that there was some power to that Aran that they had?
Yes, sir.
We believe it was power to it. But guess what they didn't do? They didn't say, oh yeah, it's power in that. I'm going to leave it over there. What did they do, Lee?
Then the Philistines took the Aran of Elohim and brought it to the Beth of Dagon.
They took it and said, we're going to take it to our house. We gonna take it to the house of our Elohim. Dagon was their Elohim. Right. So they took what they saw, okay, it's something to that. We gonna take that and put it with us. Right. But the thing is, you know what a lot of people will do? You come before me, you'll hear the word, so you'll recognize that there's power in it. But guess what you won't do? You won't take it to your Beth. Yeah. They took it to the Beth of Dagon, right? Yes, that's the house of Dagon. What are you taking and what are you putting in your house? Mm-hmm. He can't just be the Elohim that I believe when he over there. I got to take that Elohim and put him in me. Yeah. Just like we talked before about having these treasures hitting it, we put these treasures hidden in earthen vessels. That's what you got to really do with the word. It can't just be something that I keep it and I say, yeah, that's good. The word at the synagogue. So now, if I believe that Yahuah is only at the synagogue, guess why I can only believe in that? Guess why I can only use him at the synagogue? But when I go out there, how he gonna help me? Right. He can't help me. So what do I gotta do? Take him with you. I gotta have him in me. I gotta take this word and put it inside of me so that way when I go out and I face situations and circumstances, I know who I can put my trust in. Right. Because I've seen him deliver here. So I know that regardless of what it is I face, regardless of what it is that I go through, that this man can deliver me, that this man can give me a help. So they took it and they put it in where?
In the Beth of Dagon.
They took it and they put it in the Beth of Dagon. And I'm going to tell you realistically, the same thing that they did is the same thing that you do. Yeah. You try to take the word of Elohim and you try to put it in the Beth of Dagon. Right. But I'm going to show you what they should have done. Come on.
And set it near Dagon.
And set it near Dagon. I'm going to put it right beside the one that I believe in. I'm going to put it right beside the one that I've been holding to all this time. But guess what the problem was? You know what we kept talking about before? The promise was only unto what? One. It was only unto one. So guess who all the power was in? Their power was in one. But what did they try to do? They put it beside who? They tried to put it beside Dagon. So now they tried to make it two. Yeah. But who did he say it was in? One. It was in one. And the same thing that they doing is the same thing that you've been doing. The same thing that we all have done. But now through the word, he's giving us a chance and an opportunity to take the information and knowledge to know we got to do something different. Just like he told you in Romans chapter 6 and verse 1, he said, so shall we continue in sin that calm may abound. Right. So the thing is if I know that I can't hold on to two things, if I know the same way he told you in the book of Matthew, he told you about no man can serve two masters because you're going to do what? You're going to love one and you're going to hate the other. You're going to have to serve one and you're going to have to neglect the other one. So there's no way that if I believe that it's some power to Elohim, can I hold on to Dagon too? Matter of fact, I'm going to show you what they should have saw. Come on.
Mm-hmm. When the Ashdodites arose early on the morrow, behold, Dagon had fallen on his panee to the Adamah before the Aron of Yahuah.
He said Dagon was still standing.
Had fallen on his panee to the Adamah before the Aron of Yahuah.
So they took the Aron of Elohim and they tried to put it beside it. But guess what was still standing? Aron. The word was still standing. Regardless of what it is that you think that you might have your trust in, ain't but one thing that's going to stand. Ain't but one thing that's tried and true. The reason why they took that, because they know what it was. They know it was tried and true. So the thing is this is the problem, and this is the thing that you try to do when you try to put the truth of Elohim beside your lie. You try to put his truth beside the lie that you live in. Not just the lie that the thing is, even when preacher he'll call out certain things with the kids, and he'll talk about that, he's like, you got to stop that line. When are we going to stop the lying? When are we going to stop false pretending and claiming to be something that we're not? When are we going to stop partially giving ourselves and giving our hearts to him? Because what did he tell us before? He said to do what? Love him how? All your heart. With all your heart and all your mind. He ain't never wanted you to have him beside nobody else. I'm the supreme ruler. Why would you be putting me beside somebody else? Ain't no power in nobody else. So why would you be holding on to something else? Why would you be He told he was the Elohim of the living.
That's right.
He the Elohim of the living, but I'm going to put him beside this dead Dagon. He the Elohim of the living, but you're going to keep hiding him beside your dead works. And what did he do with Dagon?
So they took Dagon and put it back in his place.
He knocked it down. That Dagon, he put him down on his face. He made him bow down before me. And that's what you're going to have to do. If you're going to come to Elohim, you know what you got to do? Bow down to me.
That's right.
Come on.
That's right.
And matter of fact, and what did they do?
So they took Dagon and put it back in his place.
They took Dagon and said, let me put it back where it is. And that's the same thing that happened with a lot of us. Yeah. We come before him and we hear his word. That's every time we go back out, you know what he'll do? He knocked down your little Dagon. He knocked down the thing that you try to put your love into. He knocked down the thing that you try to put your heart into. And you know what you'll go back and do?
Put it back up.
Let me dust it off and put it back up again. And you know what he's going to do? I'm going to knock it back down again. Come on, keep reading.
But when they arose early in the morning on the morrow, behold, Dagon had fallen on his panee to the Adamah.
They put him back up, and when they rose on the morning, behold, he done knocked him down again. You know what you hear right now? You hear the rain, but I'm going to tell you, you may not hear it, but you're going to see it. Yahuah reigns. He reigns forever and ever. And everything that you got that you try to put beside him, he going to knock it down. Come on.
Dagon had fallen on his knee to the outer mile before the Aron
He
of
knocked it
Yahuah.
down in his face once again, said, bow down to me. Come on.
And the head of Dagon and both the palms of his hands were cut off on the threshold.
It wasn't enough for me to just knock it down. It ain't enough for you just to know that I'm supreme. I got to kill everything you got so you give your heart to me. And that's what Yahuah been trying to do. He been trying to kill everything that you got. You been trying to figure out, well, why this won't work for me? I just knew this was going to be the relationship for me. And you know what he got to do? I got to knock it down. Not only I knock it down, I'm going to cut the head off of it. I'm going to cut the head off. I'm going to cut the hands off of it. So ain't going to be no knowledge in it, because that's where the brain lies. That's where the knowledge lies, in the head. Ain't going to be no power there. You know why? Because that's the power, the work, all through the hands. I knocked the hands off of it. So that's why when you wonder why this won't work out, I just knew this was going to be the one. Because he wants you to know something. I'm the most high, Elohim. That's why we call him Elion. He the most powerful. He the only supreme and true Elohim there is. And everybody, if you want power, if you want healing, if you want deliverance, you're going to have to come to him. And I palau with all my love. Above everything else, is that everything that you got that you try to put beside him, everything that you got that you feel like you're going to be able to hold on to him and hold on to it, that he knock it down. That's what you need to be prolonging for. A lot of stuff that I got that I'd be like, okay, I wanted to happen this way. You know what I asked him to do? I said, if this going to come in and cause me to be separated from you, knock it down. Don't let it come to pass. Because a lot of times we look at it and we say things that we like. A lot of stuff that hold us back, even when you look at sin, though it's a steak in his nostril, guess what it smells like to us? I like this. I like this. This piqued my appetite. So we have a natural appetite for sin. So we keep going after it. But guess what he allowed us to do through the word? He's changing my appetite. He's allowing me to see the thing that I thought was going to be good to me. He allowed me to see that it can't help me.
That's right.
He allowed me to see that you can't hold on to that and hold on to me. And the thing is beyond what it is that I want to say today, that's what he saw fit to tell me to speak to the people. I asked him, I said, don't let me preach what you want me to preach. Don't let me preach what I want to preach. Let me preach what you want the people to hear. Let me preach what's going to be the exhortation and the exaltation of your arm. Let me warn them and build them up. Let me, just like he told you, when he told a man, he let him go down and look at him. And you know what he saw? He saw a man working on the wheel. And then you know what he saw him do? He built it the first time, but what did he do? He tore it down again. And I'm going to tell you, a lot of times you look and you say, well, why would you tear me down? But then what did he do after he tore it down? He built it back up again. So the thing is the reason why you might look at it and say, well, why so much stuff keep happening against me? Why things don't go this way? I just knew this opportunity was going to be the one for me. And that's because I got to tear you down. Because even though you might have felt like you were built and you might have felt, oh, I'm good enough. Okay. You look at it, you check yourself, okay, I'm good. But then you go out and you look in the mirror a little bit later and you realize, that shirt a little bit crooked. I got to fix that. That's what he did with you. He allowed yourself to be able to see, I got to change something. You thought that was your perfect and your final form. I'm going to tear that down. I'm going to give you something even better. Yeah. But you know what the problem is? We want to hold on to the thing he tore down the first time. So why, if I know that he got the power to build me up again, would I be a fool and cry and complain and criticize him for tearing me down the first time? Let me see, who is our builder and maker? Elohim, Yahuah Elohim, the only one that's got power to build us and make us. So if he tears me down, I got to have my confidence. I got to be minded that if he tears me down, he can build me back up again. So I'd be a fool to falter and faint when I see stuff happen to me. I got to do what? I got to look to him. I got to love this man with all my love and all my mind, because I got to know that regardless of how it goes, regardless of whether it is to me, and I feel like, well, I would have been good with that. He ain't. He ain't good with it. Not only he's not good with you, but he's not good with the thing that you try to put beside him. That's why he knocked it down. And I believe he continue to keep knocking it down. You know why? Because you know what they should have done? Matter of fact, we only had time to keep reading. But you know what they did later on? They didn't get rid of Dagon. I like that. What's that? You know what they didn't do? What they should have done was do what? Get rid of Dagon. Because you know what Dagon never did? He never made the Aron bow down before him.
Right.
Yahuah kept making the thing that they thought was the Elohim bow down before me.
Right.
So now I've been able to see that you got all power, because the thing that you had, I made it bow down to me. But you know what they did instead? Get rid of Aron. Get rid of the Aron. And that's what you do. You don't say, let me get rid of the filthiness of my flesh. You say, let me get rid of Yahuah. Let me get rid of the word. Why would I get rid of you if you tearing down everything I got? I'm going to look to you. Because the thing is, if you'll tear me down, I know you can build me back up. You got to put all your trust in this man. He ain't never wanted you to be with him and nobody else. He told you in the book of, excuse me. The Exodus want to keep coming to my mind, but I didn't want to say that. In the book of they're called the book of Exodus chapter 20, he told you that he was what? He told you he was a jealous Elohim. So you know why he kept tearing down Dagon? Because my name is jealous. I don't want you to have me and nobody else. I'm going to tear it down every time. Everything you got, I will only tear it down. And I hope that you look to him. You're going to have to look to him if you're going to be saved. It ain't no way you can hold on this man and hold on to Dagon. He gonna cut the head off of it. He gonna tear the hands off of it. He gonna make you bow down to him. He told you that every knee was gonna bow and every tongue was gonna confess. Right. You're gonna have to give all acknowledgement and tell this man, you my everything. Yes, we got a song, we say, you're my everything and everything is you. You know what'll make you say that? When I see that you tore down everything else I had. Yeah. After you see that I tore down everything that you try to put your love and your trust in, you're going to have to bow down to me. You're going to have to acknowledge that I'm the only true and supreme Elohim. And I politely keep tearing you down till you turn and see it. That's right. Give me Yahuah chapter 58 and verse 1. I'm hot tonight. I'm hot tonight. I used to see my daddy do it and I didn't understand. But I tell you what, I thank the Most High for the Ruach HaKodesh. This man, he'll give you exactly what the people need to hear. He know what you got going on. I said it before. I told you, I said, the preacher can't read you. I said, I don't know everything going on with you, but you know who does? Yahuah knows. Yes, sir. So guess what happened with this word right here? Guess who wanted you to hear this? Not me. I don't have no problem with it. I'm all right with it. But Yahuah wanted you to hear it. Not me, but Yahuah. He said he going to speak to the people. He going to be the one to give you what you need to hear. You know why? Because he's giving you the information so you can do what? Be like him. Mm-hmm. Come on. That's right. Yes, y'all chapter 58 and verse 1, they called the book of Isaiah.
Cry aloud.
Cry who?
Aloud.
They wonder why I'm yelling, because the man ain't telling me to whisper. He told me to cry loud and do what?
Do not hold back.
He told me don't hold back. You know what Yahuah could have done? I know what I am. I know I'm the supreme ruler. Put Dagon beside me. That don't take nothing from me, but he knocked it down. You know why? He said, cry loud and spare not. He's not going to spare nothing it is that you got. If you're going to try to hold on to it and hold on to him, he's going to keep knocking it down. And not only is he going to knock it down, but he's going to allow the man to keep continuing to bring forth the word to try to tell you, I'm not going to spare you, I'm going to knock you down. Everything that you got that you're going to try to hold on to, I'm going to keep cutting it down. Because you know why? Because I want to turn your love. I want to turn your heart back to who? Yeah. Back to the one. Mm-hmm. Go ahead and jump me back over to the 12th chapter of the book of Mark. We'll pick it back up where we started. Matter of fact, give me 12 and 27. Tell you what, if Yahuah gave me more time, we can go somewhere. But I tell you what, you know we're going to go instead? Where he wants us to go. We're going to go right where he wants us. We ain't going to go no shorter, and we ain't going to go no farther. Come on. Listen to the book.
Elohim is not the all of the moot.
He not the Elohim of the moot. That Dagon. You know what? What they should have known when they saw that Dagon was knocked down, you know what they should have known? Not only was they Elohim moot, but they were moot. Mm-hmm. They should have known that he didn't have no power. They should have known that the one that had power had just destroyed what it is that they had. And if you go back and you read it and you keep reading down, you'll see instead of going to the one that had the power, instead of going to the one where life was, they got rid of the life and held on to the dead thing. Mm-hmm. Come on.
But the all of the Kai.
But the all of the living.
Yes,
He's
sir.
the mighty one of the living. Not only, and you know what the thing is? Not only is he the mighty one of the living, but he gives life to his. He gives life to them that are his. Mm-hmm. You know why? Because that's what's in me. The power of life is in me. So if you want life, if you want deliverance, if you want to truly take advantage of the opportunity that's been set in front of you to become like him, guess what you're going to have to do? You're going to have to come to the Elohim of the living. Come on.
Therefore you then go greatly astray.
Mm-hmm.
One of the scribes summoned them arguing and drew near to them. Mm-hmm. He saw that he had answered them well.
He saw they were able to see. Whew, that's a good answer right there. That was good. Come on.
And he asked them, mm-hmm. What is the first of all the commandments?
You want to be taught about the law? You want to learn about the commandment? I'm going to tell you what it is right here. Come on.
Yahusha answered him, the first of all the commandments is.
He told you the second one.
The first,
He told you the first one, because the thing is, if you don't first get this, nothing else I tell you gonna matter to you. If you don't first understand this, then nothing else you're gonna think that you're gonna profit with gonna be a benefit to you. Even though it's something that's good, you gotta get this first. That's just like this. If I build a roof, there ain't nothing wrong with the roof, but let me build the foundation first. Let me make sure I got the principal things. Matter of fact, you know what he told you later on? He said, therefore, leaving the principal things. He talked about leaving the foundation of repentance from dead works. You know what he was never telling you? He would never tell you that there was no fault with that foundation. He was never telling you to get rid of it. He told you, get this first, and then move on to something else. Get this first, and then you can move on to perfection. So you know what Yahuah telling you right now? Ain't nothing wrong with what Yahusha telling you right now? Ain't nothing wrong with the rest of it. You just got to get this first. Come on.
Shama O Yasharal.
Hear, O Yasharal.
Yahuah.
Hear he that's your ruler's Elohim. Hear he that's the true ruler. You know what? When we kept reading it before, guess who would have made the decision and said, let's take the Iran? The ruler would have had to tell them to do it. They couldn't have moved on their own and just done that. They would have had to get that from the leader. Because they looking at, okay, you know what? Let's take that and take it with us. I got power. You know what? I like that. Bring that with us. You like that? Bring that with us. Just like you talked about before, when he said they supposed to slew everything, and guess what he didn't do? He kept the chief of the thing that should have been destroyed. You know why? Because to him, he looked at, I can use this. I can use this for the sacrifice. Why get rid of all this? You know what I'm saying? I can use this. That's the same thing that they thought they could do. They say, you know what? We could have destroyed that, but let's take it with us. But guess what he's telling you?
Yahuah, our all, Yahuah is one.
Yahuah is one. So nothing you got gonna work until you first do what? Until you first get the one. Come on.
And you shall ahaba Yahuah, your all with all your lob, and with all your nefash.
Ahaba with what?
All your lob, and with all your nefash.
I can hold on to him, and I can hold on to Dagon.
With all your lob, and with all your nefash.
I can hold on to him, and I can hold on to Lustin.
Observe.
I can hold on to him, and I can hold on to my fornication, my masturbation, my lying lust, and my pornography watching, my everything else you got. The thing is, a lot of times we look at the big sins, and the big sins is like, oh man, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's wrong. You can't do that and be saved, but you know what you're trying to hold on to? The small stuff.
Yeah.
But you know what else? It don't matter. You know what the thing is? You know what he told you? He told you that he was the Elohim. So guess what? If I'm the mighty one, guess what everything else is? It's small. So did he leave them with Dagon, though they had the one that was big? They had the mighty one, but did he lead them with Dagon, the small one? Because he told them, he said, though there be many that are called Elohim, to them that believe there's what? It's one. So we've already acknowledged the fact that I know, you know, we all know that there's many that's called Elohim, but I'm the only true one. So did he tell you that you can hold on to the true one and hold on to the false one?
Nope.
So that means that none of the big sins I can hold on to. That means none of the little sins I can hold on to. And you know what the thing is you look at a person, you be like, oh man, you know what? You look at it, what's the biggest sin that you would judge? For me, murder. He said murder. For me, I look at a person that'll do something to a child. You'll molest, you'll rape a child? You raping an adult, okay, they lived a certain amount of life. It's still bad, but it doesn't necessarily have the same effect that it would have on the child. So to me, if I look naturally and I judge it as a man, I would say that a crime done to a child is bad because it's at such a foundational point that it's going to hurt them going forward. But the thing is, you know what he say? All unrighteousness is sin. The small Elohim you got is just as big as the big one. So you'll look at them and you'll say, I don't know why they would think they could have the Iran and have Dagon, but guess what? I don't know why you thought that you could have Elohim and have sin.
Right. Yeah.
That's why he told you, whosoever you yield your member to, that's who serving as you are. Yep. These men told you can't serve two masters.
That's right.
So I can't have two things ruling over me. So you can't have Elohim and have sin. That's why he keep tearing it down to try to get you all to come back to him.
Yes, sir.
Come on.
And with all your da'ah.
He told you to love him with all your heart and all your mind. The mind is what's going to hold my knowledge. The mind is what's going to be able to give me the ability. You know what? My hands move, but you know what happened first? My mind had to tell it to move. So the thing is guess what's ruling over my hands? My mind. So now what do I have to have to rule over my mind? I got to have the word to rule over my mind. That's why he told you, let this what? Mind. Let this mind be in you. He could have told you, let this Elohim be in you, but you wouldn't have understood that. We could have made it work because we just saw that they tried to have two Elohim with them. But instead of telling you that, he told you, let this mind be in you. So guess what that means you got to do with that old mind? It's going to have to be gone. That means that old mind I had got to be gone. Yeah. Preacher just singing, he said, that old sinning mind I had, that old lusting mind I had, that old smoking and drinking and fornicating, lying and lusting, every roasting mind you got has got to be gone. You can't get rid of Elohim, you're going to have to get rid of the wrong. Come on.
and with all your strength.
Come on, with all your strength. So that means now the things that I work, the things that you see coming from the works of my hands, it's got to all be unto who? It's got to all be unto Elohim. So now the works that I have, they're going to have to show what's in me. By their fruit, you should do what? You should know them. So the thing is not only did he tell when Yahusha healed the man that was blind, he told he saw man as trees. But guess what happened with you? Now you have an opportunity to be able to see the things that come from you, the things that proceed out of you. Those are your fruits. So now when I see your fruit, that's going to show me who you are. That's going to show me what's inside of you. Not only is it going to show me what's inside of you, you know what it's going to show me? Who's ruling over you. It's going to show me who your Elohim is. So you want to know who my Elohim is? Look at my works. Look at my fruit. You want to know why I can tell who your Elohim is? Because I'm looking at your fruit. I'm looking at your works. You know why? Because he told you the tree can't bring forth good and bad fruit. But you know what can't happen? I can bring forth good fruit, and you know what that fruit can do? That fruit can remain. That's the whole purpose of us getting the word. So now what comes in and what intakes us, and then what we produce, it can be something that remains. You know what? We already over time, so it don't even matter. We out there. The thing is, you know what happened with Dorcas, what they call Tabitha? You know what happened with her? She moved. She moved. She died. She died. She passed. And what was this? What did everybody else feel? The people that knew her, the people who had saw what she had done. You know what they began to feel? They began to feel sorrowful. And you know what they did? They began to say, oh man, Dorcas is gone. Dorcas is gone. You know what they did? They said, look, here go her works. These are her works. So her works is what they were holding on to. Because she was gone, but her works had remained. And you know what he did? He raised her up. He raised her up because of the work that she had done. So the thing is, guess what? Did he have that motion for her? No, he didn't have that emotion for her. I don't know. I had to go back and look at it. I don't know if he knew her like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know that he knew her. But you know what he did get the chance to be able to see? He got a chance to be able to see how it works. So the thing is guess what you got an opportunity and a chance to be able to do right now while you still got breath in your body? Show your works.
Yes, sir.
Matter of fact, that's good. This is what I want you to do right here. Make sure that when the man comes, make sure that when your time comes, whether that be your time of judgment, whether it be your time to move, that when your works are brought forth, that when others are crying about you and they sad, they don't have to cry and say, I wish you'd have had more time because you're not ready. I remember there was a brother one time, he told me about something that happened to you. And the thing is the brother called me and hit me first. I immediately began to call on the Most High. And I began to let him know, I appreciate you for sparing him. Because the thing is I know you, brother. I know your work's not ready. I know if the man look at you and he judge you by your work, he's not going to say, get back up and come and be with me. He's going to leave it where you're at. Because your works are insufficient. So right now, while you still got breath in your body, while you still got an opportunity, while you still got your head on your body, and you still got your hands attached to you, you got a chance and an opportunity to bring forth good works. So that way when your Yuma moot comes, when your death comes upon you, that man can raise you back up. Right. That's my time. How do you hope?
You listening to Dr. Evie.